Hello everybody, Tyre here with another episode of BeamNG Drive Career Mode with the RLS Career Overhaul mod, as well as several others listed down in the description. It is episode 12, and I wanted to look into building a rally vehicle. Now, this isn't quite the chassis I wanted to start with, but in case you can't tell, this is the Abishi Pessima Old School Edition. And of course, we're over here. We're going to go ahead and get ourselves an absolute roller as cheap as we can. We should be able to... apparently that doesn't work right. So if you have this trailer, it really is not good for this kind of a deal. Yeah, that sucks because it took a little bit to get the trailer in. So, yeah. See, can I get this to close back up again? Whoa, okay. I'm thinking this is probably going to be issue here. Yeah. Okay. Let's try to get a little bit closer. Yeah. Oh, nope. Yeah, okay. Nope. Yeah, never mind. So if you get this wide extended trailer deal, do be careful with that. Yeah, so we're just looking at grabbing this. I've come back to the West Coast because East Coast does not carry over how many garage slots you have. So we have 2 here, but we have none. Did I say East Coast? If I did, I meant Italy. Either way, Italy does not have the same amount of garage slots here, so it does not carry over. So I've came back. Managed to get the trailer situation figured out, which is odd because, like, I looked into it and there was no option to retrieve. Everything said offsite. There was no way to get the trailer here. They had to go manually in, set its location within the save file for the vehicle, and then put it over here. So I might have to do the same to get some stuff over there, but that's beyond the point. What we'll do is we'll hop in. We'll take this back to the Chinatown garage. And then what I should be able to do is just go ahead and retrieve other vehicles here. So for example, we can see this is over in Italy, over at that location. And we got repair, set as favorite, personalize, instant sell, and list for sale. Retrieve offsite, replace current vehicle offsite, performance index offsite. So there is no way, besides me driving the vehicle, and cannot take the truck and trailer. It'll only carry the truck, the trailer will get left behind. So there's no way to do that, really. And this should be in storage over there as well. So something of a little bit of an oddity there. We're going to go ahead and hit the repair here. We're just going to let this thing do its thing. And for the truck, we're going to go ahead and put that away in storage. So those should be good. So we're going to go ahead and start digging on into this here. So what it'll do is Shift C. It'll allow us to free cam. I'm going to go ahead and slow down my camera so I can move around a little bit more easily and without zipping everywhere. And first thing, unibody, no. We want the right-hand drive or left-hand? We'll go left-hand drive because that's more American style. With an RSV, we'll kind of let things pile on as they do, and we're going to still go through here. So we got the RSV tailgate. I'm going to go no tailgate on it. So that way, you know, it just doesn't need it. It's going to be a rally vehicle. And from what I've found from the D series, and maybe it'll work the same way with this, I'm hoping. It'll provide a little bit more on the top speed, less drag for the air as it's coming through the rear. Interior color, we want... Let's go... Ooh, iridescent. Let's see what that is. Oh, okay. Yeah, we got to go with the old school kind of mid-90s kind of look to it all. That looks really good. What do we have for synth? Okay, I'm not a big fan of yellow as it is, so... Opal? Opal looks pretty good, though. I like that one. Okay, so we're going to go with the opal for the interior color. Front right door, we'll do a lightweight door. We're going to go lightweight all the way around. And we should be able to... No paneling. And lightweight glass, because that's going to cost just the same. I might as well. RSV mirror. I don't think that really technically changes anything, but right mirror spoiler. Ooh, I like that. A little bit of a coloring and a little deal there. Nice, I like that. That is 400 credits. This is gonna get expensive fast. Yeah, I could just tell already. Hopefully I've gotten enough. I did kind of grind in between episodes to try to help, so we're gonna go with a regular sun strip. Otherwise we had the body colored. What does that do? Just a flat color? Yeah, a flat color one would definitely be better. It's gonna be a rally car, but we're gonna go like a more entry grade. I mean, a little bit overkill, sure, on a build on that, but still be something. So wide body rear fenders, that'll look good, I think. And then the hood. We have an RSV vented hood or the sealed beam vented hood. With the sealed beam versus the vented. Okay, so I'm thinking what they mean by sealed beam is that, like, it actually, you know, allows the air to actually get through. That's what I'm kind of thinking. It's not lightweight, and we could do a carbon fiber vented hood or something like that, but let's go with this one and see here, because this is also the RSB. We're going to definitely need some rally lights added on. Yeah. A little bit long in my opinion, but that's personal taste, I suppose. Won't do a bug reflector, so for this, yeah, the RSV gauge cluster, that's the one that's in there, I believe. Yeah, that's fine. Radiator, ultra high performance. Definitely need that. Let's go ahead and kind of press some of this stuff as we go into. Trunk load, no. Undercooler, no. Light, or undercooler? Underglow. But we're going to go with race oil cooler. And then a right headlight with aftermarket LED headlights here. And our backlight, that's going to stay that way. Rear seats, no. Grill. Do we have an open grill we can put on in here? Okay, that looks pretty good. That'll be more airflow, definitely. At least in theory, you know. Steering wheel. I never really know which one I like, to be honest. Racing wheel wouldn't be too bad. Let's go with the 307 here. See what that one looks like. That's the 307. That's the 307R. Same. 301 is the solid. So let's go with the 307R. I don't know what the R may be in difference. Maybe a little less weight or something like that. Front left door, we're going to do a lightweight. And then we're going to do the same thing as the other one. No paneling. This is going to be a race car. Left mirror to the RSV left mirror, which will allow us to go ahead and put in the expensive spoiler thingy for the mirror. Gotta have it look a little cool, right? Lightweight glass. Bad warning label. We'll go without that, just for the sake of, you know, the way it is. Center mounted high stoplight, leave that. We want this to be still somewhat towards being street legal, at least somewhat. I mean, debatable, right? On whether it actually would be or not. As far as here, we could have a roof scoop. Something a bit more like that. Or we could go with, where is the big one? Right up at the top. Okay. I think I like the way the big one looks there. Now, front left fender, wide body. Front left lip, that's for the splitter, okay. Definitely want the RSV front mud flaps deal to go on, so here we have the wide body and then that little bit of a mud flappy deal there. The rally car, we need the mud flaps, no doubt about that. Fuel tank, that's going to stay the same, nothing we could do custom about that. We could probably, well, I don't know if there really is a way to, let's just take a search here quick. Fuel tank, yeah, it's going to only be the regular fuel tank. We're not going to be able to do anything extra. No nav unit. We don't put those in rally. The RSV taillights will remain the same. Rear bumper is normal. Mud flaps, yes. Yeah, that works out just fine. Looks like maybe we need to do something down here. Not sure what that might change, if anything. We definitely need those mud flaps. Rear left door, lightweight. And no door panel. That'll save us that little bit of money as well that way. Should be able to stick into other things. Go rear suspension, independent. We are going to go all-wheel drive, so we're not going to be able to do steerable because I'll show you quick. But with the steerable, which is also expensive, there is no differential option here. So you get either steering or you get driving, basically, for the rear. So yeah, we're going to go here. Do I want to go race? We'll save the $600 and go for the RSV. That'll be stock style. More in line with that kind of starter type of a deal. We have a 427, which is good. And our aftermarket LED headlight here. Front bumper. RSV sealed beam front bumper. Go with that as well. Yeah, and I'm not 100% sure what that is supposed to do. Because we have the wide body custom front bumper. No. The wide body regular front bumper, no, that's too wide. We're definitely going to go with the RSV here. Car's like inching forward to each part we put on it. Fog lights. Go with the halogen fog lights. You want that to be a bit more realistic there. Front bar. Sealed beam front bar. Yep. Nope. Okay. What about the regular? No, because that blocks the fog lights. So that's kind of the downside there. Let's take a look. See if we can like get rid of the upper. No, there is no getting rid of the upper. It's just putting on a license plate. Okay. Front lip. You can do a rally style front lip. So there we go. Kind of works. We can see it's doing something a bit weird there. What about a vented front lip? Does that work okay? It's got a couple of holes to it, and that works actually pretty good. So it allows a little bit more air underneath, but not too much. It helps out. We can also add auxiliary lights down in there. Those kind of get into that, though. So let's see, round lights regular. We sit back a little bit too much. So let's go with this, though, because I think those would look better than the actual rally lights up there. We should have hood rally lights. Go ahead and get rid of that. Won't run a logo or anything either. Come on down here. There we go. So yeah, we'll use these RSB auxiliary lights with the grill on them too, because you know we need to make sure they hold up pretty good. We can add a shift light single to it. Won't go too expensive that way. Independent front suspension. That's going to be normal. Front sway bar. We need to leave that as a regular because that'll be a little bit more pliable for that rally style stuff. Front struts, rally front coilovers, definitely. I also skipped over doing any of that with the rear. Let's be honest here, I need to do that sort of a deal. Rear sway bar, that stays normal. Rear struts, we go with the rally right there. I was just trying to see if there's an RSV variant for the rear at all. No, that's okay. It might be just a little bit on the heavy side because we'll be losing a bit of weight, but we'll see. 427, that's right, that's fine. Rear sway bar, that's fine. Okay. Rear wheel hubs, 4 lugs is fine. I'm gonna go with something probably like, well, there isn't a search in here, that's right. 15 by 8, is it, for the Reed Rally Pros that has the good ones? Go with colorable. We want to have these custom. And we'll see what wheels we can actually get on here. We got sport tires, semi-slick, super sport, all-terrain, 225/70s. It's a bit much. There we are, 225/50 rally tires for that. There we go. Where's that on the front? I'm not sure where I put that. It is the rear. Okay. Rear disc brakes are going to be sport, I guess. So we're 4 lug, we don't get the fancy feel there, but we'll go with semi-racing pads. And that'll be the rear suspension. Front suspension will get the same treatment. Sport front brake, and we'll go with the semi-racing pads. Front wheels, 15 by 8. colorable. Grade Rally Pros. Front tires. I'm gonna go ahead and grab, where are they again? They're 225. Rally front tires. I just can't read apparently. It is honestly a little bit late for me. I've been messing with trying to get this to work, and it's been a pain. Go rear right door, lightweight. Go on in here. Take out the door panel. We don't need that. Door glass is going to be lightweight. Roll cage. See, we got the regular, which is just a half cage, which this is technically not quite up to par. What does the GRA, though, look like? It's the same exact thing. This looks exactly the same. I mean, maybe there's some differences in the strength or something like that, but yeah. Body cladding? I don't know why that's there then. Strut bar. Definitely need to throw that on. Skid plate. Definitely need that too. Front right fender is going to be the wide body front right fender. Because we have these tires and they are going to stick out a bit more yet when we get to the tuning stage of all of this. Our front bumper though is kind of the weird thing. It's like, how do I get that to really work? And that is kind of bugging right now. That's rear bumper. Front bumper support. Let's see, front bumper. Yeah, and that's where we tried a wide body and that just did not work. So, I mean, we're kind of going to be stuck with a little bit of weirdness in that sense, I guess. Passenger seat, front right seat space, because we're going to need passenger and driver, because we'll have like co-driver. Not really something we'll actually have in here, but you know. Which reminds me of that interior coloring thingy. We won't get to see like any of it. Now that I thought about it, we put that in. So I mean, do I really want to do? I'll have to do racing seats because that would be realistic. So let's go with seat. When we get that, we're gonna go ahead and put this racing seat in here too. Seat base, regular seat. We got drag bucket. Issue plus. What does that do for us here? I mean, you get a little bit different texturing. And it looks like it costs the same. Carbon fiber backing. Carbon Kevlar backing. Okay, so you get some customness to this. Yes, we get that instead of the other. Okay, that changes a few things just a little bit there. That's not too bad. Gray seat. We'll leave it gray. That should be okay. Classic seat pattern. That's driver. Okay, that's part of the seat plus thing here, definitely. So we could go with something definitely here. Classic. Okay, not too bad there. Maroon. Kind of takes a moment to load, and then we get that red. No, that's even brighter yet. So we got black variant A, just solid black that way, and variant B is the one like what we had. There's aqua as well, but not too interested in. We'll go with black variant B. I think that's what we're going to do for the other seat as well. We'll go with this. Carbon Kevlar backing. Black variant B, black variant B. We only get really that for the seat variation there. So now we should be able to be down here. We don't want a bed cap. We don't need a research permit. Kind of take a look into this a little bit deeper here. Yeah, seat pattern and all that kind of stuff. That's cool, though, that we get some extras like that. I do enjoy that. So that's really about as far as that's going to go with that way. Got our doors on. It's like, yeah, we got just some foam that's on there. something like that. I don't know. What is that? Well, that's just the trim that's still there. Okay. What about, is there an interior color? Yeah, that's all we get is an interior color type of option there, and that's okay. Yeah, let's see. We need to go into our engine here. Boy, oh howdy, am I really making this take a while? I do apologize. So there's going to be some custom engines in here between the RSV and CJD mod and all that. So we could go with a 1.8 VVT inline 4. We could put it at 1.6 inline 4 rally style. I want to keep this though because this is an RSV. We're going to go with the 2.5 liter inline 4 dual overhead cam. The V6 may have a bit more torque. It's also going to cost us almost double just for the block. We'll go with the stock 2.5 turbocharger, or do we want to go stage 2? We'll go with the stock turbocharger. We'll definitely keep it kind of like an entry level, getting into the rules and things, you know, putting in stuff like this, but then, yeah, a little bit more entry level that way. Let's go with a reinforced oil pan. Definitely want that. I know these are a little bit weak in here, so that'll definitely be helpful. Yeah, ultra heavy duty, the demonic ones, we don't need to worry about that. I don't think we're going to have any issue like that. We'll go with the RSV GT. A little bit better on the sound and everything. We got the AXT4 RSV, AXT4 SR RSV. Go with the RSV 5-speed manual. Want to keep with that whole tune there. This is all-wheel drive, so we're going to have the all-wheel drive, the RSV Track 4. I think that's going to be very nice. Have that kind of a setup like that. We're going to go with an ultralight flywheel. Open. Let's go with a racing limited slip in the front. No, we're going to go with the regular limited slip. That's right. So that's what we did in the rear. 427, we do have stock long block. Just going to, for the sake of it, go with a heavier duty long block to keep up with things a little better. And we got the 2.5 stock ECU that is in there. That's fine. Bed extender is just a cage thingy that sticks out the back. We don't need to worry about that. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else in here that we need to get. Just into tuning. So it only cost us 56 plus the initial about 10K, so 66,000. We've gotten ourselves something that is a pretty decent little car here, because we don't have extra parts that we're buying or having to sell off later at a loss. We're going to go ahead to the tuning. Because of the nature of these, we're going to go with 25 and probably 20 for the brakes, because we don't have racing discs, we have sport discs. Leave the suspension and stuff pretty much there, like how it is. Let's see if this is... It doesn't look too bad. And our front doesn't look too bad either on camber-wise, is what I'm trying to take a look at. We definitely are going to probably just max these out, though. Let's see what that looks like. The car just shut off. That's strange. If we were to put these back down to 0.02, is that just... That's just being weird, I guess. I'm not sure exactly what that may be. Just a little oddity. Brake force is 100%. We're going to leave it as it is. Go ahead and grab that. Okay, so we hit the C button to take the camera back. We can see our tires are right out there on the edge. I don't know how we could do anything else to kind of fix how this looks. How is our front, actually? Does our front need to come in? No, I think it's maybe just a hair. Maybe what we'll do is we'll go ahead and just pull them both in a little bit. And then we'll be able to take this straight over to Italy and do some stuff with that. That's the goal here. So we're going to go back to 0.045, and then that should allow... There we go. If the controller turned off. See that up in the top left. That's going to come back alive here in just a moment. Come on now. I think we're gonna raise the suspension up here. Not go too crazy though. Oh, and ABS. Yeah, probably the car had it originally. Let's just go with saying that. I'm kind of mixed, right? Like, if it's gonna always be off-road rallying kind of a deal, ABS I really don't care about. But if I'm gonna be on the road because I have a controller, it definitely helps. So I do get a little bit too hard with the brakes sometimes. Let's go ahead, all parts, ABS. There we are. So I completely went over that. But get that, and then we're gonna go ahead and raise the suspension, and then we can just head straight on over to Italy here. So spring height, let's go rear of 0.025. We'll go 0.2 on the front because the rear is a little bit squishier that way. Yeah, we could see like how that looks very off. 0.045. That's getting there. Let's go all the way 0.06. I think that's going to be just fine. I think. No, that's what I'm saying is I'm thinking. Yeah, a front camber definitely. Okay. Now I need to do that. Fun here, right? Camber adjust. Let's go ahead and pull this 15% negative. Let's go ahead and do this. Yeah, that's still got to go more, so let's go 50%. It's supposed to be in the front. What is it? 100% negative? Yeah, that looks a little bit closer to how that should be. Maybe a little too much. Just a hair. 85. Let's go ahead and put a little bit more to the rear as well. We want to have that so the rear still goes a little bit. We're going to pull that to 0 probably. Well, we'll leave that actually. There we go. So I don't know what it is about the RSB mod, but that dash is wiggly. I also did not change the steering, did I? Because I do want to look at that. I want to look at some rally steering or something. Quick ratio steering of either way. Customization, all parts, steering. And we got quick ratio rally steering. There we go. There we go. And then since we're here, let's go ahead and just for the drive, we're going to set it to night using Control, Shift, and D. So we can see our halogen fog lights kind of do what they kind of normally would do. And then as we'll be in the alleyway real quick, kind of be able to see how things look from inside. Like so. Get that on, and then we get that on. We also have kilometers per hour. I'm not going to stand for that. What is going on here? I thought I had this car ready to go. Almost half an hour into today's episode. I don't know. Gauges are right here, and there is no way to change that. Go for regular gauge cluster. That's the traditional Pessima style, which does give us that. Otherwise, the E-motion is electronic. Electric, I should say. So we'll just go with this here. Yeah, that dash, I'm not sure why it wiggles like that when we're idling, but there is our low beams. Let's see some good stuff going on there. There are fog lights involved, and then ooh, yeah, those are bright. What the heck, man, was with that? Sitting all weird and everything. It's messed up our steering or suspension, I guess, and our geometry that way. Now he's pursuing me for speeding. You'll run into me, and then you want to come after me now for that. Speeding. Like, I am going to get away from you because I don't know what was happening there. And we'll grab a speeding ticket through the speed trap while we're at it. A little bit hard to control, but I think I've got it. This car is, I mean, it's going to be quick, but not like unable to be driven quick. Wrong way? Where did they come from to see that? I don't even know if we can be in a chase while we go away or not. We could find out, but that also risks breaking things. Look at the cloud of smoke coming out of this guy here. Sound of that intake. So what I'm wondering is if we go here, does it maintain our damage? Because I don't actively know if there is actually a way for this to happen, to keep the damage between going through different maps. I mean, maybe there is, but I don't personally know of a way that this could work, so we're going to find out. Otherwise, this could be a cheeky way to get some free repairs if you can drive your vehicle yet, but say it's severely damaged. Let's see here. I'm thinking, we do have some milestones as well I'm going to grab real quick. We're just letting the map kind of load in. It takes a little bit, even after it does its initial loading, it still has to like load some more. It looks like we get the free repair. I'm cool with that. So let's go ahead and grab these milestones here. We got 150 parcels. I did that while I was off screen between episodes here. 1 trailer delivery. I did do 1 trailer just to try and change what vehicles are available to get this car. And then I realized it's time-based. I was like, yeah, I should have known that. 1 timed parcel. I did that also off screen. There's 8, 20, because there was a whole load that was timed, which is 16 of them. And then, yeah, something like that. It is a lot. Speeding Menace, we just got that ourselves, and that is all of them. So we're still at 102,000 credits. Like, that is pretty good. Go ahead and turn on our lights again. I'm not sure what is up with the dash doing that, but we're going to just have to try our best to figure out what we're actually doing here. I think it was, let's take a quick detour here. I forgot we should set on the map a location to go to. Now, they think this was number 1 right here. Yes. And these are all free roams, so we get to kind of try with the car and see how badly I mess things up or not. Let's go ahead and set this time. There really isn't a good way to... Yeah, we're going to be stuck right here. Let's get some lights and stuff. There we go. This will load in and take a moment. Vehicles will get going. Gonna have some framey bits, though, I think, here. Only in some spots, I've noticed. And it depends on what's being loaded. Considering how small, like, and not dense Italy should be, it really doesn't have that great a performance. Like West Coast, you know, we get better frame rate there, and there's a lot more densely packed to about the same sized map. Ooh. Ouchie, ouchie. That looked like that would have been painful. I can't get through this way either. I know this is something silly that this navigator tries to do to us too. We always set it around 40 here for the cruise control, and we just try to make our way on over there quickly. That suspension is just eating that up right there. Glad I did put some height on in here though with the suspension. Don't want to go too fast because I don't know this road very well, and we do have traffic yet that potentially could show up, but I don't know if it does spawn here. This is the staging zone, it looks like. We actually even have a start-stop kind of deal right there. Very nice. We're going to go ahead and put on the high beams. Leave the time of day here. I think we'll be all right. 2 minutes is the goal. That didn't go great. And my steering's pulling to the right really hard now. I wouldn't know if I would call this necessarily a rally, because I can't even turn to the right. It's only... Yeah, my steering got lost on that front right. Okay, I don't know if I would call this necessarily a rally right away. I mean, we're like rally cross in a way. Let's go ahead and get the car repaired, and I'll come back when I get back over there. Alright, so quick repair using a voucher and an accident forgiveness. So we're going to try this again, but honestly, this being asphalt, I kind of regret not just using voucher to do this, but we'll still be able to use the car for certain things, like all the rally missions on West Coast, for example. So let's go ahead. Try and take this a little easy to get to know it first. Okay, here we are. This is a little bit better. those brights on. I forgot about that. Slides very well on the dirt around those corners, though. Holy cow, that was like perfect. And it took that jump with grace, that's for sure. A little bit low on the RPMs, but it still did it pretty good. Took that a little bit wide, but everything panned out okay. Can't see, but I think we'll be all right. Just a scrape. And a little bit far there. Tap some stuff, and it looks like we're okay though. Just a teeny pull to the left. Whoop, missed that right there. Two minutes and 21 seconds. We definitely could use some more power. You can see I blew out one of the brake lights in the back. I tapped back there. Mild bit of an upset to the car there, but we've also got next section here. Now this is a lot like how real rallying is. You can do some minor repairs, but really nothing crazy. I'm also noticing it looks like before we get to the line here, we're gonna pop the hood. We can't. I think that's the kind of hood that I propose, but that's it's okay. Pull on up to the line here. Where is it? Ah, right here. Okay, okay. Guess we're starting right away. Gearing is a little bit long yet, but that does happen with some more of these entry-level vehicles. You get kind of stuck with having to deal with low RPM and long gears and all that. So, yeah. We're doing pretty good here, not managing to hit the rocks as of yet. Now that I say something, well, I'll just give it a matter of time, I suppose, huh? Oh, I seen that coming. Tried to hit it so it's in the middle of the car, but the camera's angled a little weird. Yeah, a little bit of geometry weirdness going on, but we'll take a look once we get done here. That V6 probably is a good deal that we didn't grab. There we go. So how bad did I mess that up? Oh, yeah. And the reason why is because we're just slightly like curved. The car isn't so much so straight anymore. I mean, it's a rally car. Accidents do happen, and especially when you're still in the beginner stages like that, it's going to happen a lot more. Trying to get the car back onto the main here, but it doesn't really want to behave. It's trying to slide down that way. Okay. Let's take her easy here. Try and not hit anything too hard, if at all. Okay, there we go. So this is the road we were on. Let's see if we can get this last one, though. Okay, here we go. We're off to a decent start. Other than the beginning, the rest of this has been on gravel, so I mean, I guess it really is rally, but you do get some asphalt sections, yes. Man, I was not anticipating one right off the bat. Suspension-wise, though, I think the extra height is okay. We're not having massive traction issues there, but then again, I don't know how it would have been having it a little bit lower. But we're not bottoming out really hard or anything. No, this isn't really anything too tough. Definitely redlining the line, banging it right off the rev limiter there in first gear. Back onto asphalt here. I think it'd be a bit of work, but I would love to see pace notes applied for this too. I mean, the system's there. Okay, apparently we hit a drift zone while going through here and it actually activated it. Wasn't intending to do that. Yeah, I put up the UI there for the shifter and stuff. I've noticed that bug has happened a few times in Beam, so. Oh geez, that really messed up the suspension over on the left side, but I'm trying to make it down this section. Is this a different deal at all? I think we go... Yeah, we go this way. Okay. I'm going third person view here. Try to help. Nope. Oh, I just could not steer at all. Yeah, I cannot steer. Okay, yeah, the car is sad. Very nice view right here, though. Holy cow. We've got one light left in the front here. The fog lights are broken. Headlights are broken. That is bad. I would think that that would have done better with the roll bar, but I guess not really, because it isn't technically the style that it should be. Man, look at that. Italy is just beautiful, though. Even with the car looking like that. Italy is a good-looking map, though, too. We're gonna have to go ahead and gotta hit Alt U to bring that back up. There we go. Go ahead and take this back. We're gonna have to repair, unfortunately. which means likely it's going to cost us a good bit. Let's see, 0.11% on our insurance policy, but it has dropped because I was doing some of that off-camera grinding. Let's see what else. So I did the first couple here. Did number 1. We started here. We ran all the way on up. I think this is number 2, and then we hit number 3. And then number 4 is all the way over here. No? I thought there was a number 4. Is that right here? Stellar Drift in reverse, both of those. It must be 3 parts. I could have sworn there was 4 parts to it. Yes, right here. Which it looks like is the section that we were hitting there. Because number 3... We were going down the drift, actually. Yeah, we were hitting this drift area, too, a bit. And then we got to this section where we were going, and I messed up. So we didn't even make it to number 4 yet. We only made it to number 3. Which is right there. Target time, and it does not show us time that I've hit. Whereas here, it says your best time. So I'll come right back after I get back up there. Don't ask. I thought I'd make it. I mean, I probably will if I just keep giving her a shot here, but I took off the front bumper. Okay. I've made it back. A little bit of playing around, yes, but yeah, I made it. We made it work. Got through, mostly. Oh, the car does so much better through this section now. It's not all messed up. I don't know what that was. I was hitting the brakes, and I mean, I blame the vehicle or BeamNG, but maybe it was me. But it definitely didn't seem to me like the brakes are really doing anything. That was quite the hit there. I think, guys, being how late it is for me, I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode. It is Sunday, day before release. And, what time is it anyway here? Like, going on 11, and I get up at 4 in the morning, so I mean, I'm gonna be tired tomorrow, but that's okay. Gotta make sure everybody has an episode. Gotta make sure we are enjoying some BeamNG. I mean, I can't just stay away either, like, without what I'm doing, you know? But, anyway. We go ahead and end the episode here, guys. If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure to hit the like button. If you want to see more BeamNG content, either vanilla or RLS Career mode, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. But again, that is it for today's episode. Take care. Bye-bye.